What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about how to transition on a foil. Let's go.
1, 3, 5, go!
Coming from the wild West Indies.
Alrighty guys, so Megan's about to go out on her 10-meter toner Stratus, and hopefully we're going to teach her how to turn around on the foil, because she's pretty good at riding the foil, but there's a few key things that you guys need to know, and also she will hopefully learn today that just make the process of learning how to stay up on the foil and be able to rip turns left and right. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Alrighty Bella, how's it feel?
So good. I'm so stoked to be on toner.
Yeah girl, how about that
So
10-meter Stratus?
It feels so smooth. I just want to sleep right here.
Alright Bella, well,
Okay.
go have a little
Can I
warm up
go?
and then hopefully we're going to bang out some turns today.
Okay, hopefully.
Alright.
Can I give you this?
One ring?
Yeah,
That's it?
this one.
2 rings?
That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye now. Have fun.
I will.
Alrighty guys, so for those of you who don't know anything about foiling, basically there are a few different ways you can turn around, but today we're going to talk about doing toe side carving turns, so basically a jibe, and then also switching your feet so then you can lock in kind of a heel side carving turn. Those are basically the easiest ones to kind of figure out when you're first trying to figure out how to turn on the foil. Okay, so basically first few things you got to do is just figure out how to be comfortable riding the foil. Once you've done that, you are good to go to start trying to figure out how to turn. But at first, it's going to be pretty intimidating because a lot of people try and do it when they're up on the foil, but you can actually learn a lot quicker, a lot safer if you actually practice putting the board down on the water and then either doing a toe side carving turn or switching your feet to then do a heel side carving turn. So that's tip number one, is just kind of get used to turning the board with the foil down. So basically board flat, just riding it like a normal surfboard almost, and then trying to lock in the turns. That's tip number one. So once you've kind of gotten used to putting the board down on the water, this is huge. When you can do it whenever you want, this is going to help you out a lot. And basically once you've kind of got that dialed in, now's where you really start to try and perfect and learn how to do the turns. So the first one I would recommend trying is, if you're really comfortable riding toe side, figure out which way that is, and then your goal is to try and come in and do a little toe side carving downwind jibe, which we're gonna kind of have Megan try a few and show you some examples of what can go right, what can go wrong. But basically with turning around, whether you're on a twin tip or a foil, it's really all about the timing, and a lot more so when you're on the foil. So yeah, first step is to learn how to either do the toe side carving turns. Those are kind of the easiest. Then you can kind of carve around and then pop up, stay riding toe side, and maybe just ride the whole way and then do a heel side carving turn, or do the toe side carving turn, put the foil down, switch your feet back to heel side, rip, switch them again, do a heel side carving turn. So yeah, these are kind of the two main techniques that you want to work on, either doing the toe side carves or switching your feet and doing the heel side carves. Once you get used to doing those two, you'll be able to kind of alternate them and be able to rip toe side carving turns and then be able to quickly switch your feet and rip heel side carving turns. Alrighty, so now you guys kind of know what we're working on. I'm going to film a little bit of Megan trying to actually do this stuff and show you a little bit of what, you know, can happen if you don't do it right or if you do it right. So yeah, let's get some action shots with Megan, and then I'll run through a little bit more about timing, kite position, stuff like that, to hopefully, you know, just paint a picture for you guys to understand how easy it is to turn around a foil once you take your time and you put in the hours to actually figure it out. Let's go. Okay Okay guys, so now that you've seen what's been happening to Megan, I'm gonna actually go and walk you through a few things that you should think about and also just know about that's gonna help prevent what's happening to Megan to continue happening to Megan and also happening to you. Alrighty guys, so now we're gonna touch on the stuff that you gotta remember that's actually gonna help you figure out how to turn on the foil. Basically, key things are, getting used to switching your feet. That's just gonna take time to practice. As I said, key things to remember with that is you wanna actually get the board down in the water and then go to switching your feet. It's just a lot easier to kind of predict and be comfortable on the board when it's on the water. And once you can do it on the water, you'll be able to do it on the foil, no stress, as you just get comfy, dancing on the board. Alrighty, so yeah, right now I'm just gonna kind of work on, getting the foil down. How do you do that? Basically, slow your speed down a bit and also put some pressure on the front, and you're gonna feel the board start to come down. Right here, riding, put some front pressure. Now we're just riding kind of like a normal board. And that feels a little bit weird, so it's not something you're gonna want to do like forever, but it's good to get used to being able to just, pop down, pop back up. Little things like this are gonna help you get so much more comfy on doing all sorts of stuff in the foil. And then once you've gotten used to popping it down, that's when you can kind of pop down and kind of slide your feet forward and switch your stance. Now we're riding toe side, board's actually still on the water, a little bit of pressure on the back. Now we're toe side foiling. I know it looks easy, but yeah, it's gonna be tricky at first. You just gotta put in the time just to practice these little motions, and then the more you practice it, just like anything, easier you'll get. So again, I'm gonna kind of pop it down, back to on the water, switch back to heel side, and boom, back, foiling like a boss. And then with the toe side jibes, toe side carving turns, those again, they just take time. I would recommend doing them with the board down, so that's why you want to just get used to being able to put the foil down on the water every time, whenever you want. So you can just kind of get comfortable doing the turns that way, and then as you get better, you can actually start doing it on the foil. But a big thing to remember is it's all about timing of you actually carving the turn and also where your kite is. A lot of times it kind of helps to almost start carving your turn a little bit earlier than turning the kite. That way you've kind of already locked in half the turn, and then by the time the kite comes around and catches some power, it's the power that you need to kind of pull through the toe side and continue riding up. So yeah, that's pretty much the key things that you got to remember. It's just practice. The more you do it, the more comfy you're gonna get. And then one other thing you might be wondering about is gear. Does the foil setup make a humongous difference? I mean, sort of, but not really. What we have here is we've got the 60 centimeter mast with the cruiser front wing from the Vitas, which is what Megan has been riding. That is a easier setup to ride and learn on. But these tips and techniques, they are gonna work on no matter what the foil setup is. Shorter mast will be a little bit easier, but this stuff is stuff you're gonna carry with you forever. So the setup doesn't really matter too much once you're comfy riding the foil. Alright guys, so that pretty much sums up today's video. Hopefully you learned some stuff. I think Megan kind of survived her attempts at figuring out how to turn. Hopefully you guys got some tips as well. Stoked to have Megan on the Toner team. Whoop, pretty freaking
So
exciting. But yeah, if you guys want to check out more about the kite cat trips, don't forget to check out the description. Would love to have some of you guys out. You're gonna keep hearing about it, so you might as well check it out now, because this is something we really want to do a lot of. Because Antigua's amazing, especially when you have a boat. So yeah, check that out if you want to come on a kite cat trip in the Caribbean. And that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. And if you want more tips and tricks, you can also check out my Patreon page to get early access to videos and all that fun stuff, which is all in the description. So take a second to dive down there and figure it out. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. See you guys soon in another video. Peace, love, and big ups.
One.